Okay, panoorin na natin to.
who expressed yes to call a number.
Okay.
Using a public payphone, I made the call and spoke to General Bato, who expressed his sympathy. He was talking to me in Bisaya.
Oh.
He told me he knew I was innocent, that I wasn't involved in illegal drugs, and he promised to help me.
Okay, sino ba tong tao na to? Ito po si Mayor Mabilog, dating mayor ng Iloilo. So, ang nangyari sa kanya, umalis siya dito sa bansa because of the threats na binibigay ng administrasyon ni Duterte during that time. Now, ang isa kasing weapon ni Duterte against his political detractors is yung libel. Kasi nga, hindi kasi siya pwedeng idemanda. Immune from suit kasi ang isang presidente. And a lot of mayors were tagged to be drug protectors or drug lords, pero that is yet to be found. This is why it is very hard to accuse someone without any proof, okay? So, kung alam niyo yung writ of habeas data, it is the right of every citizen to know kung bakit ka iniimbestigahan ng gobyerno mo. Hihingin mo yon. Ang problema, nung hinihingi yon or nakikipag-coordinate si Mayor Mabilog kay Duterte, ayaw niya. Ang gusto niyang, according to him, i-off na lang daw siya kesa makipag-usap sa kanya. Ganon ka-brutal yung Duterte administration during this time. Okay, tuloy natin.
His words brought a brief moment of hope. I told him I would finish my work abroad and returned to meet him. But he urged me to be careful, repeating his pledge to help. Just after that call, my Philippine cell phone rang. This time, it was another general. His voice was grim. Mayor, do not return. Your life is in danger. The accusations against you are all fabricated. But if you go to Krame, you'll be forced to point fingers to an opposition senator and a former presidential candidate as drug lords.
Can you mention again the name of that senator and that presidential ball?
Your Honor, if you would allow me, I can write their names also.
If I ask you, better you answer yes or no. Is it Senator Maroas, former Senator Maroas?
Nadamay pa si Maroas, no? Nananahimik na lang sa Gedli, nadamay pa. Kawawa rin si Maroas, no? I feel bad for him kasi lumalabas dito, mga raulo din pala itong mga Duterte na to. Akala ko kasi mababait nung una, hindi pala. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, is it former Senator
Franklin
Drilon, which is your cousin?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
So, ayun yung ituturo dapat ni Mayor Mabilog as parang kakonnive niya doon sa quote-unquote drug syndicate na yan. Pero again, these are accusatory statements kasi. Alam mo yun, it has to be proven with evidence. Hindi pwedeng salita lang, hindi pwedeng laway lang. Kasi nga, pagka ganyan, kahit sino pwede mag-akusa. Ang problema lang during that time, hindi mo kasi pwedeng, hindi mo kasi pwedeng i-demanda yung presidente. This is why ngayon, siguro etong mga hearings na to is to of course this is in aid of legislation to make laws na hindi na pwedeng gawin yon ng isang kahit sinong tao dito sa Pilipinas kasi the reputational damage na pwedeng ma-incur ng tao is tremendous, lalong-lalo na galing pa yan sa pinakamataas na public official and during that time well loved, 'di ba? Grabe talaga yung pagmamahal nun kay Duterte. Ngayon, lumalabas na kasi yung mga ganitong storya. Diba? Ngayon, itong si Mayor Mabilog, ngayon lang siya nagkaroon ng lakas ng loob since wala na sa kapangyarihan yung mga Duterte. This is the problem of unchecked power. Now, ngayon, at least may auto-team balance na nangyayari na pinapakita sa inyo yung other side of the story. Remember, there are always two sides of the story. Ang problema kasi dito, the president shall be immune from suit during his tenure. Thereafter, no suit whatsoever shall lie for official acts done by him or by other pursuant to his specific order during his tenure. Because of his drug war kasi, unfair and unjust drug war, maraming nawalan ng buhay, and pangalawa, maraming reputation ang nasira because of accusations na ginawa ni Duterte. Now, this is an exploit kasi in, alam mo yun, sa pagiging presidente. Any president can do this kung gusto niya. Unfortunately, si Duterte talagang sinagad niya yan. Sinagad niya talaga yan para quote-unquote lumines yung politika dito sa Pilipinas. Pero anong nangyari? 'Di ba mas magulo yung aftermath ng kanyang pagka-presidente? Kasi nga, etong current government natin saw the inequity na ginawa nitong matandang to. And tinatry nilang maging habulin or maging accountable yung presidente sa mga ginawa niya, 'di ba? Kasi unfair 'yan. Isipin mo kung paano alam mo, this is why we go to court, okay? Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-akusa lang na mag-akusa kung wala naman tayong ebidensya. I would understand kung talagang may malakas na ebidensya si Duterte na ipinakita niya during his tenure. Kaso, pag nga hinihingan mo ng ebidensya yung presidente, at least yun kasi yung karapatan ng accused to know the charges to be filed against him. Walang charges na final sa kanya, pero meron pa rin siyang may pangamba pa rin sa kanyang buhay. Tinakot pa rin yung buhay ni Jed Mabilog, ni Mayor Jed. Now, ilagay nyo kasi yung sarili nyo sa sa kanya, okay? Ilagay nyo yung sarili nyo na kayo yung inaakusahan, and there is nothing you can do about it. Zero recourse ka, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, doon sa idinimanda yung inakusa sa'yo. Hindi ka pwede magdemanda kasi siya yung presidente, may immunity from suit siya. Hindi mo pwedeng hingin yung ebidensya kasi nga siya yung nag-akusa, yung presidente mismo eh. So siguro we need to check this power ng meron ng presidente. Hindi mo kasi talaga pwedeng gawin yan eh. Isipin niyo na lang kung kayo yung nasa kalagayan ni Jed Mabilog, na whether meron or wala, it has to be proven in court. Kaya nga tayo may judicial system, di ba? Kaya nga di ba may separation of power tayo from legislative, executive, and judicial. Kasi if one man holds this power, wala, people like him na opposition lang pala kaya siya galit, it's mamamarginalize siya, and masisira yung buhay niya, literal. Mababalik mo ba yung 7 years ng buhay niya? Syempre hindi na, 'di ba? So I guess it's time for us to rethink our position sa mga policies ni Duterte during his time. Ano yung pwede nating ibahin, ano yung dapat nating hindi ulitin. At saka dapat managot siya kasi nga nakasira siya ng buhay. Hindi lang ito. Marami pang biktima ng EJK na sumisigaw din ng hustisya. So sana mapabilis na yung ICC. Gaya mga lods.